I'm Aileen Suzara, and I'm part of Stupsy's food justice team. Food is so deeply interconnected with every aspect of our daily life, from our memories to our cultures to what we care about personally and as a society. So bringing that into the lens of food justice, I think we're talking about communities that have the right to food, which includes the ways that food is grown, the ways that food is prepared and shared in communities, and to ensure that communities have the right to have control and ownership and power over what that looks like.
My name is Ari Datta, and I'm a member of the food justice team. There's a deep history and knowledge of how to work in partnership with the land, and that comes from a long lineage of Indigenous stewardship and land-based knowledge and culture. Our partners are working to restore both ecological health, but also cultural health, and we see those things really going hand in hand.
Our food systems have been broken by design. And when I say that, what I mean is that we've had centuries of colonization, centuries of extractive industry that have changed the shape of our food systems. But what's also important to remember is that we're seeing communities that have been leading in the recovery of abundant and healthy food systems. It is possible to have abundant, balanced food systems can be based on Indigenous knowledge and cultural knowledge. So our partners are ranging from Hawaiʻi to California and also some national partners. We've been supporting neighborhood-based organizations, coalitions that are bringing together multiple stakeholders. One of the important connections that our partners have been amplifying is the importance of land in order to have healthy communities and healthy food systems. Among our partnerships, we have organizations who've been working to restore and reconnect land, to put them back in the hands of land stewards. I think to really turn to land as more than a commodity. That's been part of the brokenness of our current systems, is looking at land as something that you use and you take from. And with the community groups that we're in partnership, we're seeing the ways that they are shifting that narrative to say land is something that is sacred, that deserves to be protected, and that is a source of life.
Climate change impacts us all. And we know we can't predict the future, but we know that the climate will continue to intensify, and we'll see more climate-fueled disasters like floods, fires, and droughts. Our community partners are working to create a more resilient ecosystem to protect their communities and land from further climate disasters.
It seems really basic, but you can't have food without land. You can't have healthy food without clean water. You can't have healthy communities without clean air. And so when we're bringing in food, we're saying that these things have always been connected, and it's just a reminder that they're still connected now. But again, with climate, with food, all of these interconnected issues, the solutions are there. We're seeing it happening on a community scale, and we're seeing it growing, and that's where the opportunity is. Communities, deeply rooted, grassroots communities rooted in culture, their work began before any foundation existed. Their work will continue whether or not Stupsy is there. But in the window of time that our foundation is around, we have this time to be there as partners, as allies, to be able to leverage those connections and the relationships that they've already been cultivating in the ecosystem.
We hope to see more funders, more partners, more advocates across the board really coming together and committing together to fund the front lines of food systems change. And the work that we're supporting and that we hope others will support isn't work that we'll see a change in 5 or 10 years. It's critical to support multi-generational work because the changes that we hope to see that will come from this work will be stewarded by generations to come.